go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone.
All week long in preparation for this game, you've preached how you're going to stop what they're going. But to open up a game almost in goal line situation, I'm not sure that was on the top of their chart.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there, with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Bengals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and is showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may have been turned into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
Evan McPherson for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Jackson on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fowler. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. they've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Ravens in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
That is caught by Fountain. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Here we go, here we go.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. The coaches always said when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Burrow looking to pass. That is caught. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The LSU connection. Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
11 MT.
Burrow on play action. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. T. Higgins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. And McPherson on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go play action now. Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down.
Well, we love to say get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Now Lamar changing the play. First down, here's Mitchell. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Tucker's kick is good for the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
That confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. T. Higgins was the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. I mean, look at this Baltimore defense. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that.
12.
Right back to him on first down to about the 33-yard line. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. From the 33, here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Open man is Higgins.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. This pass complete to Higgins. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut it down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. They're 2 for 2 on third down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on third down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop them here on third down. Jackson now. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Mitchell now off the option. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
11.
Now Burrow. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go.
Touchdown! T. Higgins with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Give running right is Mitchell. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Now a 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 49 yards. And the Ravens get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. He finds his man, complete. That's Spencer. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Burrow. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And the half will begin with a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's got a Bengals first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. With his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Flush to his right. He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They run over center with Mitchell. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Now 2nd and 5. They go play action with Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And Bateman, he'll go in motion right here. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep, and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Ravens are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Tucker now to add the point after. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And how about the quick feet there as he made a man miss on his way to a solid gain of 7.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Here we go, here we go.
And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. That goes for a gain of 31.
Here we go. Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. point, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Here we go. Here we go.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 7. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here we go.
Now Burrow on first down. Short throw to Smith. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They'll fake the jet sweep and go play action with Burrow. Looking for a slot man, and he's got him. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. He will push his way down to about the 14.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complimentary football.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Jackson. Incomplete into the hands of Fowler. Here comes 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Jackson to throw.
22-yard line.
Connecting with Andrews. On the move past the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Throwing. Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. They'll get that to Charbonnet. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. They'll come to the line now on a 3rd and 6. Jackson. That is caught. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
One last shot for Jackson. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. And that winds up incomplete. And now only 5 ticks on the clock. And likely just one final go at this now. And this is going to be recovered by the Bengals hands team. And they're going to hang on and win this game. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And he will have the Bengals first down, and it's celebration time on that sideline, and they've earned it. So it's the Bengals.